Well, good evening, everybody. I see that we got one person that joined us already. I'm sure that that's going to get a little bit crazier here as we go along. But welcome to Kurt Sandin on Facebook, and welcome to Godsend Adventures on YouTube. And lucky me, I've got my wife with me tonight, you guys. That poor lady had to deal with all the fish that we just caught. So you'll get that in the fishing report. Oh my goodness, my back hurts. Literally, that report is going to be that good, you guys. So I hope that everybody's enjoying this beautiful weather. Tonight, we are on another adventure, Joe and I, and we figured that we would come out and spend a couple of days, relax. And we've known about Darling's RV site here just outside of Florence. And it sits on the Sitcluse Lake, which is one of the places that I do coho fishing in October. It's just a really great lake. They open up the dam, which is just right down that way, and the coho come up and swim up through the lake and head up to the rivers to go spawn. So if you haven't been to Darlings yet, you really need to come and check it out before October. They have campsites right down there and RV sites right on the lake. Those are a little bit harder to get.
With full hookups, by the
Yeah,
way.
with full hookups. So literally, you have everything that you need to come and enjoy the outdoors. Joe and I are going to bag up a bunch of baits, and then we're just going to really relax because
And you know what? They were voted best of Florence in 2022. So they've got a pretty good following. And then they were voted best of Florence in 2023 as well. So they're pretty good, you know. I mean, this is our first time staying here, but it's really nice. You
so
guys ought to check it out.
so then I've come up quite a few times and fished out of here. And Monday and Tuesday, right now, I think as the season gets going for the coho, they'll have the smoker up and going. And if you want a good hot lunch while you're out on the lake, come in and get some of the darlings. I think that at one point they were having somebody deliver the food out on the lake. They
Oh,
actually had a
wow.
delivery boat. So this is the kind of service that these people provide. They have some fishing tackle. They have the little bit of a store.
Oh, and they rent boats.
Yeah, they rent boats. So during the coho season, which you guys will know, because I'll mention Sitcluse Lake once the coho come up in here, so that you can come and tag a couple extra coho.
And they
Um,
have a pub.
yeah, they have a pub.
And it's open, but Monday and Tuesday the kitchen is closed.
Yeah. So, but literally, I mean, it's quiet. Our RV site is quiet. Chasing down internet, but that's not them. That's probably me. You guys know me in electronics. It could get a little crazy. Um, so I guess without further ado, we should probably jump into the fishing report.
Yeah, I would think. Yeah.
Okay. So I
You've
can.
got some exciting things to talk about.
Oh, yes, I do. So, okay, guys, listen, go fishing. That was really, really hard. So let's start with Depot Bay. The Tradewind charters out of Depot Bay. I don't believe that they might be running the dual combos. I'm not for sure. But they might be running the coho fishery and the rock hard fishery. So you're going to want to call them and ask them. The Catahoe, I know that he already knows that there's coho in there. So I talked to him, brought him some baits the other day, did another emergency bait. He's going through baits like crazy. So thank you guys for that so that we can keep getting that awesome report, right? I mean, he fills me in on what's going on. So the coho in the ocean, you guys, unbelievable. I have not seen schools like this as thick and as wide as they are. We fished them from 160 feet into 35 feet, you guys, and they are loaded. So the problem was finding the hatchery fish, right? So we were very careful. I don't know if you saw the first video or not. It's up on Godsend Adventures. That first video, you'll see that we went through a lot of wiles to catch some hatchery ones, but we were very careful with them to release them. So the coho fishing, the rock cod fishing, all of those are excellent for the ocean now. We did drop some pots. I went out, what was it, Thursday and Friday?
Thursday because we had that seafood boil. Is that what you're talking about?
No, this
Oh,
last
okay.
week.
Last week, Thursday and Friday. Yep.
Yeah, so I went out Thursday and Friday, and
He's been
Thursday,
busy.
yeah. So then I'm on another
We
adventure
did the
right now.
seafood boil, so they went out and caught like 50 crabs,
Yep,
and then and then we bought the oysters
and
and
the steamer clams
steamer
with that.
clams and did that. If you guys haven't seen the video he did on our seafood boil, you should really go take a look at that. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I just encourage you to do that so that you get notified whenever he's doing a video because you don't want to miss out. Kurt's on a lot of different adventures and he loves sharing them. So go out and subscribe to Godsend Adventures on YouTube. Would be great. We need some subscribers. So
I've been stuck at 196 for like a month. I was 194, then I was 195,
please go out
and then
and
I was 196, and that's where I've been stuck at for a month.
double tap that like and subscribe, please.
Okay, so hang on, guys.
So-
Let me see if I can get into my comments
But you
here.
still have some fishing report to do. Sorry, I kind
Yeah.
of interrupted that.
No, that's okay. I don't
But,
mind.
You know,
So
he
I'm not
couldn't
into the
even
rest
put
of the
his
comments.
he couldn't even put his you were saying you couldn't even put your rod down into the holder before you got another fish on.
So it was literally insane, you guys.
They were having a blast. 13 hours of that though.
So that was on Friday.
That was Friday.
And that video I haven't posted yet. So that was the second day. Okay, the
Yeah.
first day was quite extensive too.
Yeah.
We were out there
You
for
were
at
out there
least
all day.
for at least 10 hours. I
Yeah.
think we came in a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I would
So-
say 10 hours, but the second day, definitely 13 hours.
So, and I got to fish with two of my favorite guys, Chasing Chrome and Dustin. And let me tell you something, guys. I just had a blast. That second day, I put my soft tackle box up and laid my feet across the ice chest and just waited, right? But I didn't get to lay down for very long, I'll tell you that. I dropped a jig down to go down for lingcod, and the coho came up and the whole school of them in 35 feet of water were chasing the jig all around. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna let this one get it. Boom, I slowed it down, and sure enough, got another coho. I wasn't after coho, I was after lingcod.
and you're slamming them with what?
Oh, the Spin and Joe.
Spin and Joe.
Let me tell you something. That's Spin and Joe. So we've run different baits. Okay, so they are very active biters. They are definitely gorging themselves right now. But that Spin and Joe. Let me tell you guys something. On that barbless hook, first off, with the way that we set it up, it made it a little bit. Matter of fact, we had a hard time getting some of the fish off the hook. Matter of fact, we had to cut some hooks. So the way that we set that up, but
So they were swallowing it pretty
they
deep
were
then.
they were taking it all the way because
Wow.
the problem with anything hard like the blade and all the rest of that, you
They
catch
spit
them.
it out.
Yeah, they spit it out. You might
Yeah.
catch them at the front of the mouth, but with everything soft, they swallow that whole thing down
Swallow
because
it like it's a
they're
fish.
chomping on it. Yeah, it's just like a fish. So, beware of hard beads and hard spinners. If you want to really catch big fish, this is the way to do it. Keep everything soft, and so as they're chomping it down, right, and nothing sends an alarm bell to them. But I'm telling you, so we used some spinners. They were still active on that, not as active as they were on the soft baits. But I tell
And
you,
you were squirting the scent on them too.
oh,
weren't
that's
you?
that's the other thing
So-
too. So I always start my day off without scenting anything, just to see if they're active biters, right? But as the day wore on, they weren't as active, so I added the sand shrimp scent to it and the anise to it. And because the water's a little bit warmer, that anise worked with the God scent really well. Okay, so let's go on to the next report. So I'm going to tell you right now, as we were out, the Newport charter boats were out fishing right with us. Those guys were catching fish. So I think if you want to take a charter out right now, if you don't have a buddy with a boat, that charter is going to produce some coho for you that I'm going to say are in excellent shape. The fat, the color, the way that they sliced was amazing, you guys. I brought one home and ate it that night, and all I did was put Italian dressing on it.
Oh my gosh, it was
The
delicious.
fish are just super tasty.
If you guys haven't tried it with the Italian dressing, just marinate it for about a half hour in the Italian dressing and then put it on the grill and then keep marinating it as it's cooking away. And it really just adds to the flavor. It's so good.
Yeah, it really it and it's real easy to do that way, and then it just tastes so good.
And a little lemon pepper. You put a little lemon pepper.
Just a
Just
dash.
not very much. You
Just a
don't want to
dash,
overdo
yeah.
lemon pepper.
Yeah, because it'll take away from the flavor from that other seasoning.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, okay, so let me get on with the report. So I'm going to say that from Depot Bay all the way down into Waldport right now, the salmon fishing is extraordinary. So then let's move it up and then let's go into the Wakena Bay. That Wakena Bay, guys, the charter boats are out. I'm sure they're running doubles. You can check with them. Now, the crabbing. So just off of the bar on the south side, or no, north side, we dropped some pots. You have to really sort of watch your areas, but the crab that we did get were huge. All right. So the crabbing in the ocean is actually phenomenal right now. I would probably recommend about 40 feet to 50 feet. Watch your rock ledges as you go up north up there. Make sure you're out of the path of the fishermen as they come out of those jetties, you guys, or come back into them. I've heard of boats being wrecked because that there was too many of buoys out there and they couldn't get around them, so they had to wait and ended up into the jetty. So let's think about that as we're doing that. Waldport. So the crabbing report out of Waldport right now is phenomenal. Auto Magic went out and did the crab snares, and he caught some really big crab, you guys, with a good purple on the top of them. So that crabbing report's really good. Now, I'm going to give you guys the skinny. If you're not steelhead fishing for the summers right now, you're missing out. There is a load of steelhead in those rivers right now. So get on those favorite rivers for the steelhead. And I'm telling you, you can head up to the top because they're already doing their thing, you guys. They did not wait around. They did not linger around, which is unusual. They ran up and schooled up right away.
Has anything to do with the sea lions being out?
No, I think it has to do with that water temperature all the way around. So as we go on with that, now let's get into the tuna report. Okay, guys. Now listen, let me tell you something. Get a buddy with a boat, or now in the next month is going to be the time to get on the charter to go after to rack up your tuna, because there's a bunch of tuna out there.
Want some tuna.
Okay, so there's a bunch of tuna out there, and you don't have to ride that far to get to it. I would watch the reports. I think that it's going to be 30 miles here shortly. And that's when you want to jump on that charter, because that as they get up against that stone wall, dude, it's just going to be a slaughter. So if you want to rack up a bunch of tuna this year, you could literally salmon fish and turn and burn and go catch tuna. Now the halibut, yeah, I've seen some really big ones coming out of special holes and all the rest of that. The Miss Lucy, by the way, won the contest for catching a halibut, catching a lingcod, and catching a salmon in the same day. So I'll be getting hold of him, and on August the 1st, I'm going to try to get him into the store to pick up his 2-pound jig head and his 3-pound weight. And then, of course, we'll probably throw in there some baits for him. So, guys, listen.
Speaking of August 1st.
Yeah, speaking of August the 1st, the store is definitely going to be open. We're going to bag up a bunch of baits. And here's, I just want to talk to you about that, guys. I could go through and stock up a bunch of stuff, okay? But I kept it to the trolling stuff and for the bead stuff, right? I've got the leads in there. You guys are not going to be able to beat our price on lead because we're the manufacturer. And the guys that are selling me the lead are giving it to me at a decent price. So, and your flashers, we got a new distributor. So that distributor is really doing the best he can to take care of us. So I'll get in the Pro Trolls, which I've got 3 of those in now. I got the silvers.
So you're basically stocking what people need right now.
Yeah, I'm
For
stocking
this
with,
fishing season.
yeah, for this fishing season. And as I go, because I'll be in the shop on Thursday, usually from noon to about 5 for the people that are showing up for town. But right now, I'm going to do 10 to 5 on Friday, which is going to be a very soft opening, you guys. I'm just trying to get people on their leads, some flashers, some bumpers. I've got some hooks in for the single hooks. If they want them colored, we can color them real quick for them. So we're sort of, we really want the clientele to tell us, hey guys, this is what we need for this time right now, so that we have the room to set all of that up.
And the nice thing about it is when you come to the store, if you're looking for something specific that you know God Sent sells and you don't see it on the shelf, it'll take Kurt a few minutes to whip that up for you. So if you want to special order something that you don't see on the shelves, let him know and he'll whip it up for you real quick. What about the
Ball buster?
Ball buster.
Okay, so guys, I'm gonna get that in the fishing report. Thank you, love. Okay, so listen, the ball buster right now, if you're not out fishing in the bays or before the bays, right at the mouths, and throwing that ball buster, because the other lures aren't going to do it. Okay, you're going to end up having to put a big weight in front of it and hope that big weight takes your spinner
You
down.
guys have really got to try this ball buster. It is really amazing. And once you catch on to it, you're going to really like it.
You're going to figure it out real quick when you get into those to that white water where it's coming into the bay, because if those fish are, if I was catching pods of coho at 35 feet, gee, I think they're pretty much in the bay. So guys, I'm trying to tell you, I made something so that it sinks down fast without another weight. But it's going to go down at the rate that the coho gets a chance to chase it down and hit it.
With your flasher,
yeah,
your new candy flashers.
Yes. So I made up
Just
I
amazing.
made up some blades. I'm working on colors, as you guys have all heard. I've
The
been working those
candy colors. And they are sweet.
so
They are
so
sweet.
well, and the flash that still comes through them.
Yeah.
So a dark day, I've got the brass blades. A bright day, I've got the silver blades that are candied. So
and not only candied, you put the UV to them.
Yeah, I hit them hard with the UV. I actually found a coating company that worked with the new UV. So, and I'm really liking it. So.
You know, I just have to say, you guys, Kurt has really not only put a lot of thought and research into his beads and his flashers and his everything. You know, I mean, the colors, the UV, just his scent. You know, hence is why he named it God Scent, because his scent is amazing. Nobody's going to copy his scent.
They've tried, they failed.
They can't because he worked too hard on it, and it's his own scent. So, and it works. It works. You want to go crabbing? Try a little bit of God Scent.
Put that sand shrimp
you
scent
will
on
get
there.
your crab.
Yeah, that's been proven over and over again.
Absolutely. You want to go deep sea fishing? Squirt a little bit of scent on there.
Oh, you want to catch a big lingcod? Jump in and grab one of our Ling Reapers, which I'm gonna work on some more of those guys, and we'll make the squid Ling Reaper.
That was like he wasn't even going after the lings. He was going after the coho, and he kept catching lings on the scent. So we got lots of lingcod and we got lots of coho. He got both.
We were trolling in 35 feet of water and catching monster black bass, you guys.
It was crazy. But
and lingcod. It was just amazing.
God scent is amazing, and you will catch fish with that scent.
So, like I say, I always start the day without scent. And I recommend that for everybody, because if they're going to bite and it saves us a little bit of scent, then do it. But when they get finicky, the anise scent that we have is organic. The sand shrimp that we have is
Well,
organic.
that's the other thing. Everything is organic.
Well, as much as I can.
Yeah.
You know, the new powder coatings that I have, if they do chip off, they're not going to hurt a fish. So if you lose the lure, the hooks that I use, the other thing is the lead, but I've got it sealed up good enough now that generations will go by before it hurts the fish. If I could
Yeah.
do the tungsten and still make it work, I would do it. And of course, I'm experimenting with that. So, okay, so back onto the fishing report. So, okay, so now if you are at the front of the bay, so in the Wakina, in the channel, the Chinook are already in. So if you guys are not out throwing ball busters, I would forget that other heavy lead. Here's what happens when you're inside of that jetty. The other leg gets hooked up and you lose everything. With the ball buster, you can let it sink down and run that bottom. And if you get hooked up, just go jiggle jiggle because the ball buster sends the weight and unhooks the hook. I'm telling you, there's a lot of engineering that went into these guys. I hate losing lures, especially at $7 a pop. I hate using them and the color comes off. That stuff ticks me off. But you need to be in the bays right now and running the bays and fishing, you guys.
And that ball buster makes that.
Yeah, it makes that blade spin
it
out.
makes it spin.
There's just a lot of the engineering. I mean, I've proven it now from the time I hope that you guys saw the video that I posted from 2020 up until 2025.
Yeah.
I've not really said a whole lot about the Spin
Now
and Joe.
that was the Spinning Joe, and he
Yep.
did put that out there, and I'm really glad he did because it shows from 2020 the innovation from 2020 all the way through, and you'll see the changes. But he started off with hard plastic.
Yep, it's all been hard
And
plastic.
that's how he started off with the design, and then he went from hard plastic to soft plastic, and he went from there. And so his whole innovation of that Spinning Joe has come all the way to now to its fruition. And he's tested it and tested it and tested it, and it works, you guys. That Spinning Joe is the way to go.
Let me put it this way to you. My back.
Hey babe, Spinning Joe is the way to go.
So my back still hurts, you guys. Why do you think I had to take a vacation? I got so many dang fish, man. My back, I broke a pole. I did all kinds of things. And my back still hurts. I was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna go jump in the RV and come out and sit out on a lake and bag baits, okay? Because I don't want to do anything else. I'm hurting. That 2 days, those boys, both days were just, you know, they took good care of me, but that's a lot of fish, you guys. And let me tell you something, the size of the coho are big. I mean, I almost felt like a parrot. Oh, that's a big fish. Oh, that's a big fish. Until we caught a small one. Then I felt a little bit better. Thanks for that Chasing Chrome guide service. He's like, I think it's a small one. Sure enough, it was a small one. So I was like, yeah, that's a small fish.
Yeah, we saved that for us.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So
we're
no, this was just a little jack, right? So it was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I really.
Is that the one you saved for us?
No.
Okay,
that
sorry.
jack got turned back.
I was confused. Never mind.
So, but anyway, so guys, I'm telling you, you need to get out and go fishing. It's just extraordinary everywhere. I'm sure that the high lakes are still producing all kinds of fish. I know that the brookies are biting up there and the bigger ones are biting now. So I would look outside of Lapine at those higher lakes up there. I would go up and visit some of those resorts too. The mosquitoes are down and the fishing is good. So In and on the Net, if you guys haven't been checking that out, In and on the Net has now got a fish cam, and he's been running some trips with that fish cam. And let me tell you something. Oh, get that thing out of my eyeballs.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It wasn't your fault.
Now you know, what it's like. I'm always telling him.
Move that camera. So I know that new technology, I'm pretty impressed from what I've seen so far. So we'll work on getting some of that with the Spinning Joe. But guys, I'm telling you, you need to put that in your tackle box. And if you come to the store on August the 1st and you're one of the 10 people that walk through, I'm going to lower the 3/4 ounce ball buster down to $4 for you guys and probably color it right there in front of you. So I'll have my basic colors, but we can do some trick stuff just because we can, right?
Yeah.
So then, listen, I'm getting the stinger bead set up. I've got a new setup for the stinger bead. That's going to be wicked once we start moving upriver, you guys. So you're going to see that all the way across the board, this last 5 years, we have literally created the scent, the new lures, which are multiple, right? We have the new mold coming for the halo bead. You know, and just I'm telling you, the soft oaky is just going to be killer this year, you guys. I got some new setups that I want to show you. Matter of fact, I'll probably go on and do a night, and we'll do a class on that one. Because, and I'm going to call it the soft oaky. I was calling it the acorn. Those days are over. If people are going to copy me, I can copy them back. So, and I'll see you in court if I have to. I don't think I will though. But yeah, if that's the case, then I'm just going to go ahead and call it what it is, the soft oaky. So I'll do
Oh,
a
was
class.
the oaky soft to begin with?
No, it was a hard oaky.
So this is the soft oaky.
Yeah, this is the soft
It's not
oaky.
copying.
And I got a spinning roll out there now when I had the spinning Joe for all this time. So I'm just going to go ahead and call it the
And-
soft oaky.
But the Spinning Joe is your creation.
Yeah. So the creation that's out there now is just a copy of what I had from the very beginning. So, and I can prove that I've had that out since 2020. So, you
Right.
know, so if that's the case, then I'm just going to go ahead and do the same so that you guys understand what it is. Because if I call it the acorn egg, nobody really knows what it is, right? And I didn't care. But now that we're moving into commerce, that commerce, the reason why we do the commerce is first off, of course, we'd love to pay the bills at the shop, which are not that expensive because we own everything. But what I'm saying is that as we go down the road, you see that I still have the Odell fishing hat on. Guys, I had the time of my life, and it looks like I may have made some new friends there. And I'm looking forward to being there if they need Godsend and they need us. I want to be there for them. So we need to move into that commerce, guys. I just talked to the head of the Whispering Waters for the veterans that takes them out fly fishing. I talked to the ones that do the Rogue River. Now they're funded really well by somebody that's extremely wealthy. Okay, aerospace guy, right? They've got plenty of money, but it doesn't prevent us from giving them baits on that trip. So that's why we're moving into the commerce right now. The cast for kids happened. I've been asked for other things. So that's why it's time to let you guys know that the stuff that has been engineered for you fishermen by the manufacturer, by the way, if you saw the lead prices, I'm the manufacturer. I get the lead, I manufacture it, and I sell it to you. When other people are doing that, they're buying the lead, the guy's making it, and he's selling it to a store to get it into your guys' hands. Literally, it's double, almost triple the cost that what you're spending it on. So just be aware of that. That's why it's not that we're cheap or affordable. It's just that I'm the manufacturer, guys. So when I manufacture
And
stuff
he's
for you,
passing those savings on to you.
yeah, that was the whole idea anyway.
You know, Kurt is a giving guy. He's always that way. In fact, I'm always saying, "You're never going to make any money."
Here's what
because he gives everything away.
but
But
we're moving into commerce.
We're moving
now.
into the we are. We're going commercial.
We're going commercial.
But
now.
the thing is also not only do we have the physical store in Wallport that's opening this Friday, we have an online store for your convenience. And it's at godsentfishing.net.
Just like it is up here in the corner at the bottom of the screen there.
Godsentfishing.net. Go there. If you have any bead needs or, our ball busters are out there, are all kinds of different things that we offer. They're there. Go to godsentfishing.net, order your products, or come over to the store, the physical store in Waldport, and Kurt will be happy to make you anything that you want. If you want something in a specific color, you can request that, and he's happy to do it for you. So,
but as we move into that commerce, guys, and gals, here's what happens. That commerce, now I get to, instead of being taxed twice, because it's 20% tax, I have to pay an excise tax and I have to pay a manufacturer's tax. We can give that 10% back to one of the charities of our choice. And if you guys start following, the Facebook page is doing great. We're almost at 3,200. We're growing like crazy. If you guys start participating with the Godsent Fishing Adventures on YouTube, I'll be able to start posting stuff up there. I've almost got the TikTok done. The TikTok is a huge platform. I'm ready for the TikTok. Go ahead.
And, you know, TikTok is growing on its own. But YouTube, if you want to keep him on the YouTube, you need to subscribe to the YouTube channel at Godsent Fishing Adventures. That's the one that we really need to get the subscribers on. The TikTok,
like and subscribe.
The TikTok is going on its own.
Nuts. I was out on the boat and it went viral, you guys. So I'm not worried about the TikTok. The TikTok has already set up my store, has done everything. So I mean, I could just simply go there.
Not so much though.
Yeah, YouTube not so much.
196 is a drop in the bucket.
I laugh because I've been stuck at 196 for almost a month. So so you know, go in, like and subscribe so you can see what we're doing, guys. You know, I might do like a Walmart special inside of the store, right? So that you guys know that. I'll set the camera up and you guys know that so that you can come in and make some fun, right?
Okay, so he's gonna have herring. He's gonna have
sand shrimp. I'm gonna have eggs.
He's gonna have the eggs. He's gonna have everything you need.
Yeah.
To get out there and catch fish. Scent. Don't forget the scent.
So the thing that I just did, I put the as you guys know, I've been coloring the hooks, right? So I put the pink over the top of that and put a pink stinger bead, the 20 millimeter on top of it. Oh boy, that one's going to be fun this year. I'm going to be out using that, which cost me, cost you guys, what is it for two of them? I think it's like $5, $5.99. That's going to last for multiple fish, and you're going to put the scent on there, which is $5, and you're going to catch all kinds of fish. Instead of having to run eggs at $17 or $18 a pound. This is what I'm doing. I'm opening up the commerce, but as a manufacturer, so that you guys get to save the money and get the fish more. I'll tell you what, those eggs get expensive. So, there's going to be a time and a place for the egg, but when there's not, I definitely want to save my eggs. Okay. So if you're having to buy eggs and all the rest of that, you need to come into the store and sit down and have a chat with me, and I'll show you some pictures of fish that we caught while people are bobber fishing with eggs and we're catching fish. So they were catching fish too, but it didn't cost me $17 to do that. And it didn't get all over my boat. Oh, God.
That's what I like about the sticks of scent. It doesn't make a big old mess. You're not wasting a bunch of scent. You just swipe it on your hook, swipe it on your bait, and throw it out there, and it lasts longer.
Yeah. So on the lead too, guys. So I've learned this over the last 5 years that it's actually 6 for the scent. If you put it on your lead, that fish is going to track all the way back up to your bait, okay, and not come off of that track. He'll follow for a lot longer, and that's why that new fish cam is so important, because I want to show that if our bait wasn't the color that they wanted, at least they stayed on track, right, in case they changed their mind. See, that's my thing. I want to get my fish caught and get them in the freezer so that I can bring my buddies out fishing with me so that they can get their fish in the freezer. So that's what I'm really working on. So, okay, guys, we're into our half an hour. I'm sorry I didn't answer any questions or welcome anybody in tonight.
Well, I don't even see any questions on here.
So, but I saw that at one point we had a whole 6 people in here. So I'm going to tell you what, guys, I'm going to do probably 5 more of these videos. I'm hoping that they build. Like and share this with your friends, or catch the afterwards and ask me questions afterwards. But if it doesn't grow, I'm just going to go to TikTok, guys. I don't have to keep doing this. I don't need to be on camera or anything like that. You guys can all just come to TikTok and see what I'm doing there. So anyway, and then of course the videos. And I don't care if YouTube grows or not. I don't care if Facebook grows or not. I don't care if TikTok grows or not. I got a store, you guys. Come into the store. Let's shoot the shit. And the fishing reports will go away, so you guys won't know.
I would just say, you know, like and subscribe to YouTube videos so he doesn't feel like this is a waste of his time. He's a creator and he likes to do the videos because he wants to put out there what he's got. And I'd like to see him continue on with the YouTube and continue on with the Facebook. But it's just, the amount of views that he gets sometimes is just not really worth it,
I mean, I'm sitting here on this beautiful lake and talking to you guys. By the way, this is God Sent Fishing. Happy hooking and over and out, right? I'm done.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. By the way, go into godsentfishing.net and get your spinning joes. Put your color that you want on for the hoochie and go catch a bunch of fish, you guys.
Don't forget about the scent.
Yeah, and the scent too does help. And don't, I have the anise scent, by the way. You need to get both the sand shrimp and the anise because both of them were working just killer together. All right,
Okay.
everybody. I had fun with you tonight. I'll answer questions later. Thank you all. And we will definitely be seeing you out on the ocean
Happy hooking.
or on the river. Everybody, later, Gators. All right, ending now.